Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Double AK podcast. And yesterday was Teachers Day. What's all that about? Yeah, welcome again. This is your host Toya Raysonar, and this is the channel where you get all things related to life from an immigrant perspective of a Nigerian who has been out of the country and has come back. And this is basically for you guys who are out of Nigeria right now. You guys are in diaspora, whether in the UK, Canada, America, India, New Mexico, Germany, Russia, Asia, Ukraine, and you wonder what's happening back home. You miss home. You want a sense of home and everything. So yeah, this episode is for you guys. So yesterday was Teachers Day, and as I'm recording this, it's today actually, but yesterday in your case will be Teachers Day. Thursday is when you see this. Wednesday was Teachers Day, and it's quite interesting because as a kid I remember Teachers Day very differently from how I remember it as an adult. As a kid, I remember Teachers Day as the time when you just make sure you don't forget to tell your teachers Happy Teachers Day, and that's it. I went to a federal government school. I went to Staff Nursery and Primary School. It was a really good school, and it was inside Federal Government College. So it was actually private inside a federal institution. So yeah, we didn't really do Teachers Day like that. Not even in my secondary schools, because I attended 3 secondary schools. We didn't really have Teachers Day like that, but I didn't realize it. But in public schools, it's a different thing entirely. Teachers Day is usually a holiday. There are no classes on that day. And I was like, okay, cool, Teachers Day. Thanks, teachers, for all you have done for us and everything. But I'd never really understood or appreciated Teachers Day until I myself became a teacher. That's right. In NYSC, I was in the orientation program in camp in one of the seminars, and I was one of the teachers was talking, one of the lecturers was talking about, this is how you teach students, this is how you do this. I was like, yeah, finish up and leave, because I am not teaching at all. I'm going to be in the hospital doing management and all kinds of things. I ain't going to be here at all. And when I saw my posting letter and they posted me to a secondary school, I was like, oh boy, what exactly did they ask me to do then again? I was trying to remember all the information, and it was very ironic because almost everybody that said they were not going to teach ended up teaching, because the number of people they deploy to schools is ridiculously large because they have no other places to send them, which is kind of insane. So if you're a small business and you're looking for NYC Core members, hey, just create a valid business plan and create a good value, an amount to pay them, and something that can keep them engaged. And who knows, you might get some NYC Core members coming to your institution wherever you are in Nigeria. So something to think about if you own businesses and you partner with those in Nigeria and stuff. But I got here to my place of service in Warri, Delta State, and I had to teach. That's right, your boy had to teach. And it was then I started appreciating Teachers Day. Not teachers, but Teachers Day. Now I appreciate teachers. Well, not all teachers. Some teachers are just lazy and they don't want to work. But I appreciate those who put in the work, who sacrifice themselves and sacrifice their being in the know to help the students. What I mean is that now it's easy for a teacher to just say, oh, core members, take care of the students, or just to be apathetical in their duties. But when you have a teacher who realizes they could be a mugu and just not do anything, but chooses they could be anything they want to be, but they choose to be the mugus for the students. The mugu. When was the last time you heard that word? They choose to be mugus and to give their best to the students as if they were serving God, as if they served the Lord. And they put in all their time and all their effort, all their sweat into making sure that the students have the best experience possible. This applies both in public and private schools, and I'm looking through the lens of a public school where things are getting really, really bad. Like a private school, if you don't like it, you can get up and go, right? Public schools, you have less choice because everything is revolving around money nowadays. Another episode, another time. But I started appreciating teachers, and it was only then that did I realize the value of Teachers Day, because last Teachers Day I was at home because I had a holiday from teaching, in NYSC, which was really cool. I felt appreciated just having a holiday, a day when I didn't have to shout in a classroom. I felt that was really, really wonderful and helpful to have. I mean, teaching is not easy in Nigeria, yo. Basically, everybody's a teacher. And you either teach in secondary school, primary school, nursery school, you teach in church, you teach your junior ones. Everybody has to teach in Nigeria. If you're in Nigeria, as far as I'm concerned, if you are anybody anywhere, you have to teach at some point in your life. And you tell me, I've never taught. Well, maybe you have, you just didn't realize it. If you taught dance at some point in your life, then you taught. If you taught music, if you taught character, then you taught. Then you are a teacher. But the one we're more familiar with is the educational school teachers, which is ideally what teachers are when we think about teachers in the first place. So my thoughts here are that teachers are the best. I still have some of my teachers in my minds that really impacted me growing up, and I feel like I don't know if I'll be able to do stuff for them in terms of finances when I get more established, but at least all I can do for them is pray for them and bless God for their lives, because they made great impacts in my life. I know that for sure. So that is my take on teachers. I love teachers. I love the best of the teachers, the disciplined teachers and everything. And I wanted to say Happy Teachers Day. So what are your thoughts, guys? I'm leaving you with the thought-provoking questions. What teachers made a difference in your life? I realize that the podcast is growing and it takes time to do all kinds of things and to build. But I also do realize that it's possible to build and to grow this podcast. So I want us to create a community, asking questions, answering questions. I'll be in contact one-on-one. Leave a comment in Podbeam here telling me how you want to build this community, whether Instagram, Facebook Marketplace, Facebook groups, Instagram group, Discord, whatever it is. I'll try and work and let's make this happen. So that's all for teachers. Send a message to one of your teachers, or just at least pray for them, or at least send some messages to your parents who taught you many things, or all the things you know. And yeah, that's all for now. Thank you for tuning to another episode of the AK podcast. Hey, you have tuned into another episode. I'm glad that you made it here today. What are your takes on teachers? How do you like them? Who is your best teacher in your life so far? Who's your worst teacher? Let us know. Let us communicate. And so far, we are on this platform, Podbeam, so you can leave your comments in the description or the comment section, wherever you get your podcast, and we'll be sure to find it, hopefully find it. If we don't find it, please tag us in some way and we'll get to it. We're working on all this kind of stuff. Please like this podcast wherever you have podcasts. Subscribe to the show. Leave a 5-star review on iTunes and then every other platform you have it. And share with a friend. Share with somebody. Share this show with somebody. It takes people like you who are always interested in our work, in my work, to be able to spread this show. I'm under no illusions that I'm perfect or any illusions that I know what I'm doing. But I have an idea of where I want to take this program to and this community to. And I thank you for sticking with me so far. And thank you for sticking with the Average African Kid podcast. And we're hopeful to do a lot more in the future. Okay, so stay blessed, stay safe, stay amazing, and we'll catch you next time. Okay, bye-bye.